My friends, this is a great time to become a channel member. Every week now I'm posting uncensored videos exclusively for my channel members, along with custom emojis and live streams for members at the Arch-Villain level where you get to talk to me directly. Please consider supporting this channel by clicking the link in the video description and joining us in our fight to save pop culture. And also, check out our Patreon and Subscribe-Star pages for exclusive content you won't find anywhere else, including Harvey Cthulhu's insane podcasts, photos of my vast toy collection, and members at the Legionnaire level receive a signed photo, membership card, and certificate signed by me. You'll find the Patreon link in the video description as well. Thanks for watching, my friends, and now on to the video. Greetings, my friends. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, broadcasting from my hidden base at the center of the Earth, and I am gobsmacked by the new trailer for Star Wars Skeleton Crew. I mean, look, I'm a rather articulate supervillain. I express myself clearly for the most part, and usually have a certain degree of clarity of thought in my reviews, but this trailer, it left me speechless for a few minutes, stripped of language, paralyzed, like Robbie the Robot when Morbius tells him to shoot Commander Adams in Forbidden Planet, until finally, 3 letters emerged from out of the mental haze. WTF. WTF? WT actual F did I just see? Folks, here's the thing. I'm pulling for Star Wars to somehow rally. I'm waiting to see something from Star Wars that I can feel good about and support. But this is just...
WTF, dude. That says it all. Like Budweiser.
Folks, in at least one overall regard, Skeleton Crew looks a little promising, like something Star Wars has needed to do for a long, long time. But in most other regards, I just can't believe what I saw in this trailer. This trailer is a mess that makes me question if Skeleton Crew is actually Star Wars, and if it is, then what the hell has Star Wars become? This trailer, to me, is like the Monty Python sketch Confuse a Cat, where a depressed cat is presented with a series of strange skits and images that essentially perplex it so badly, it snaps out of its depression and wanders off, confused. That's me after watching this trailer. So, bear with me as I struggle to sort through my impressions of Skeleton Crew. Let's start with the one really positive thing about this trailer, and it's not an insignificant point. In Skeleton Crew, Lucasfilm appears to be lightening up. I've been saying this for a long time now regarding Star Wars. Where is the fun? Isn't Star Wars supposed to be fun? The original trilogy was loaded with fun. It was the cinematic definition of fun. Even when you have Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru reduced to burning skeletons, when Han Solo's being tortured by Darth Vader, when Luke learns his father is evil, you still never strayed far from a rollicking sense of adventure and fun. Even in the traumatic scene where Han Solo is lowered into the carbonite chamber, perhaps never to be seen again, Leia says, "I love you," and Han says, "I know." And the audience laughs and applauds because even in the midst of the most intense drama, it stayed fun in a Saturday morning cereal kind of way. That fun has been absolutely missing from Star Wars since Disney bought it. The fun has been the crucial element that has been absent. The humor, the characters we can care about, the adventure, the joy, all seemingly lost in that purchase. The Mandalorian did catch glimpses of that fun, no doubt, and there was a bit of it in Rogue One, but since then, the franchise has been starved of fun. Filled with drama and ponderous seriousness, frankly, watching Disney Star Wars makes you feel like shit when you're not bored. Andor, for example, was a show I genuinely liked and admired. I respected it. It was well written, well acted. It was a serious spy/military/heist series for adults, but again, the only reservation about it I had at the time was, why so serious? Where is the fun? The adventure? Well, it's obvious to me that this second trailer for Skeleton Crew is not serious. They have lightened up with this one, and they're trying to bring back a sense of fun to Star Wars, and I truly salute that. That's the direction they need to go, and yet, once again, I have to ask, will Skeleton Crew actually be fun? Or is it too lightweight, with its focus on Goonies-style shenanigans and its clinging sense of 80s nostalgia? Because watching this made me feel like they took a Spielberg movie from the 80s and just cut some Star Wars props into it. Watching this, I wonder, have they gone too far the other way, making this kind of like Goonies meets E.T. by way of Star Wars? Because there's a lot about this trailer that just does not feel like Star Wars at all.
Yeah, watching this trailer was a very weird experience. Apparently, this is set in the nation of San Diego on planet California. This is Star Wars 1980. Kind of like Galactica 1980, and we all know how that worked out, don't we, Dr. Z? This trailer gave me the feeling of not being in the Star Wars universe at all anymore.
Agreed, Harvey Cthulhu. I think they made a very clear decision to make this series exactly like some kind of Steven Spielberg-produced movie from the 80s. I mean, look at this suburban California neighborhood, for God's sakes. It's like the start of the Goonies or E.T., with a bunch of kids going about their normal suburban lives and stumbling into an adventure. In this case, a lost ship that whisks them into encounters with pirates, treasures, booby traps, and Jude Law, who apparently may be yet another surviving Jedi or Jedi adjacent who helps them get back home. And just in case you missed the subtext of getting back home, even down to the level of using a vintage 80s style font. They even use a vintage 80s song in the trailer called Major Tom Coming Home by Peter Schilling. A choice that was the best thing in the trailer and the worst damn thing in the trailer all at the same time. Because I love that song dearly, it was the best thing about the trailer, and yet it absolutely was wrong for the trailer. It yanked me out of the trailer from the very first shot, because that song does not belong in the galaxy far, far away. They switched out the words to some kind of alien language, but that's not enough. We all know what the hell it is. That song belongs here in the 80s, for God's sake. The minute I heard the first few notes, it completely pulled me out of this trailer, and I knew this isn't Star Wars. This just isn't Star Wars. Set in California, remaking the Goonies with retro font and an 80s new wave soundtrack, they're going for a feel-good retro vibe here, and while that isn't necessarily a bad thing if done correctly, this just doesn't feel like Star Wars. I applaud their determination to try and lighten up and step away from all the agenda crap, all the grim stuff, all the anger and darkness of Disney Star Wars. In that regard, I suspect Skeleton Crew may be a breath of fresh air. But the problem is, Star Wars is a very deliberate thing, with a very delicate balance of elements, and at least in this trailer, this does not feel like Star Wars. To use another inappropriate vintage musical reference, as Paula Abdul would sing, 1 step forward and 2 steps back for Skeleton Crew. I'll keep an open mind when I watch it, but for right now, my God, all I can say is WTF. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. Ha 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 ha.